not even a year later, obviously got traded here, and just a couple weeks after that, I made my debut here in Nashville, and yeah, never looked back. I mean, you got a lot of great memories from going on tournaments with your friends and playing in, seasons and just playing hockey. Like, obviously with some of them, all my childhood friends that I'm still friends with, which is really cool. And we every time, we don't get to see each other as much as we like, obviously now, but every time we do, I feel like there's always something that comes up from those times. And I think that's what it's all about. And just, skating, whether it's at practice or at, frozen rinks around town and the lake and all that stuff is the good stuff. Honestly, just going on the bus and to tournaments, whether it was an hour or 4 or 5 hours away, like you pack a bus up and you get your stuff, and we didn't stay at hotels or anything. We would go to high school classrooms, and you pack your air mattresses and things like that, and just have a great time. You play mini hockey in the hallways, of that, and then you go play a few games a day, and just, I think that's what it's all about. You get so excited for those tournaments, and you play them and do well, and then you go back home and to start looking forward to the next one. I mean, it was a dream come true, obviously, as I got here, but I think, yes, it probably started around draft, like kind of the year of your draft year is kind of when it starts becoming a little more real. Like, there's people watching you. You got scout here and there that wants to meet for lunch or something and just kind of get to know you. So there's always, I think that's kind of when it started becoming more real. And obviously got drafted by Washington, and had a great experience with that. But then not even a year later, obviously got traded here, and just a couple weeks after that, I made my debut here in Nashville, and yeah, never looked back. Looking back, it is the best things that ever happened. Like coming here and getting to know this place and meeting people that obviously wouldn't most likely never cross paths with, if not, like obviously Aaron and now having Felix. It's interesting what life can do. And then hockey is no different. It opens doors for you, and one door was closed, another one opened, and like I said, it's the best things that ever happened. No, it was unbelievable. Like, I got in the night before, and I think it was a back-to-back right away, and the plan originally, I think, was for me to play in the second game just to get a day to kind of meet the guys and practice and whatever. But yeah, I think David Poiles picked me up at the airport, and then Trotzy, he drove me down here, and then Trotzy drove me out to Patrick Hornquist's house, because Trotzy was the coach at that time. And he drove me out to Patrick Hornquist's house where I was staying, and he just told me to basically get ready because I was playing tomorrow. So it was, yeah, I was landed at 4 p.m. and probably got to the rink at 4 p.m. the next day to play my first game. And yeah, it was unbelievable. Played Detroit, so Sederberg and Datsuk and all those guys. And at the time, Nashville had so many injuries, so it was me on the first line. Yeah, had a great time. It was so much fun. On the personal level, playing in Sweden in front of friends and family that some of them are too old to come to Nashville now, and just for them to experience a real NHL game that's what I'm most excited about, just on that point. But obviously, like, being able to bring the guys over there, give them a taste of our culture and foods and restaurants and just the city itself. Like, obviously I'm not from Stockholm, but I'm close enough, so I spend enough time there in the summers to know it, and it's going to be an unbelievable couple days.